Thank you. Appreciate that. And I will now recognize myself for 5 minutes. It has been interesting hearing. It's been a race of how many times can you say the word Donald Trump? It's just Trump this, Trump that, Harlan Crow this, Harlan Crow that, Justice Thomas. And then we just heard the Kushners. If the left wanted to investigate Jared Kushner, they had the White House, the House, and the Senate. They had every ability to do that in the last Congress, and they chose not to. So I have very little patience for that. And, how many times is left going to talk about dark money? Well, let me tell you, Joe Biden is the definition of dark money. How much money did his family get paid off, and how are his bills paid? And we're not starting over with an impeachment inquiry. An impeachment inquiry actually expands our subpoena power and would allow us to hopefully get more access to more bank records to prove out the SARS reports, which we are not allowed to share. And that is the elephant in the room. Joe Biden got bribed, and it was to the tune of millions and millions of dollars, and the left wants to normalize the bullshit of bribery. I just cannot get over the fact that we're going to normalize this and we're calling Joe Biden's bribery, quote, a specific topic. No, it's bribery. It's money laundering. It's prostitution rings. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist for putting these theories out there. Our investigation, there is evidence, and it's not hard evidence is what they're saying now. They're moving the goalpost from, we just need evidence now. Oh, you need hard evidence. You don't have it. There are texts. There are emails. There are phone calls. There are lies that Joe Biden has told. Every single time the president has been asked about these bribery allegations, the guy has lied to the American people. He's lied to the mainstream media, and the mainstream media and the left just want to sweep this under the rug and pretend it's not happened. And it has. And this committee will continue its investigation. We'll have the impeachment inquiry, and we will ultimately get to the bottom of it, because the American people deserve the truth and nothing but the truth. And you shouldn't trust our words of Congress up here. Trust the evidence that has come out. Look at it for yourself. Look at the fact that there were over 50 intel officers that wrote a letter, put it on paper, and lied to the American people to tell you the laptop was fake. The laptop was real. And I'm just tired of the bullshit. I know the American people are tired of the bullshit. It is time to tell the American people the truth. No matter your political affiliation or party, it does not matter. And so I wish that we could be nonpartisan in the way that we do this. I wish that we could call out both sides. I'm someone who has called out my party. I have voted to hold my own party in contempt before Congress. I have dealt with the fallout from that because I'm calling the balls and strikes. And it would be really great if both sides of the aisle could do the same thing as well. So with that, I will try to get back on topic here and ask a few questions of our witnesses today, and I will try to pull them up. I want to talk about EVs just a little bit. In Charleston, South Carolina, in the Low Country in South Carolina, we rely on fossil fuels for our vehicles. We also rely on electric vehicles. I have both. And my first question I would like to ask Ms. Lucas is that EVs require 6 times more critical minerals than their internal combustion engine counterparts. Due to skyrocketing global demand for these resources, the prices of components necessary to produce an EV battery rose 200% in 2022. So if domestic mining projects are halted due to ongoing litigation, which is happening, how will this impact the prices of vehicles for consumers looking to purchase an EV, in your opinion?
Every mile that those minerals have to travel is extra cost. Every mile that those minerals have to travel is extra CO2 into the atmosphere. So the cost isn't just about what we as consumers pay. Mm-hmm. The cost is what our conscience pays as who is digging those minerals up out of the ground and what protections are in place. The true cost of our consumerism, it's not as simple as the cost of the vehicle.
And then critical minerals are used in infrastructure projects as well, like electrical transmission lines. How could increased mineral prices impact electricity prices for consumers?
As we look at transitioning our nation to one powered more by clean energy, the solar panels and the windmills are going to be put in places where the energy is not necessarily being used. So we are going to have to increase transmission lines across our country, and copper is the metal of electrification. It is the one that carries. So we can expect that those costs will increase as we need to bring in more of those minerals into the supply chain.
All right, thank you. And one last note of business, I'd like to say thank you to the many groups and organizations that reached out in anticipation of this hearing today with letters outlining their stances on the issue. I'd like to enter into the record letters to the committee from the American Tort Reform Association, American Property Casualty Insurance Association, the Advanced Medical Technology Association, the Institute for Legal Reform, the International Legal Finance Association, National Association of Manufacturers, Jerry Theododro at the R Street Institute. Without objection, so ordered.